If you can't make it through this video, you most likely will answer the "tell me about yourself" question wrong. In this video, I will teach you how to introduce yourself during a job interview and answer the question in a unique way so you don't sound generic like everyone else out there.
Yes, tell me about yourself.
I don't know. Who am I?
You will learn how the hiring manager will pay attention to your amazing self so that you can get hired. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button down below because we're on a mission to help as many people out there as possible, and I can only do that with your help. I'm an agency recruiter who has been part of placing over 250 candidates in positions at public companies, private firms, and even nonprofits. I've sat in and conducted thousands of interviews, and let me tell you, most people, they start off on the wrong foot. Therefore, I'm going to show you just how I prep our candidates so we can build your answers around the 3 most critical parts in order to tailor the best answer for your situation. And I can tell you firsthand, this approach works. By the way, if you make it to the end of the video, I'm going to give you some bonus material so you can expedite crafting your unique answer. All right, let's break it down. First, tell me about yourself and introduce yourself questions are basically the same question, and with this technique, you can tailor your answer to both. Here's how we will get the answer in a way that makes sense for the job you're applying for and also for you. Heads up, we have 2 short preparatory steps before we answer the actual question. Step 1, we have to look back before we look forward. Before even thinking about your answer, ask yourself, when was my last interview? If it's been a while, you might be a little bit rusty, so you'll have to put in some extra practice. If your last interview was so long ago that TikTok didn't even exist, yeah, it's time to dust off those skills. Consider what feedback you got from past interviews and interview questions. If an interviewer told you that your answers are too long, remember, this isn't an audiobook. Keep it short before the interviewer starts mentally checking out and checking their emails in their head.
Bye, have a great time.
Self-awareness is key in the interviews, and if you keep getting stuck in the same interview patterns, let's break the cycle right now. Step 2, you have to answer what are the top 3 most important points of the job description. If you don't know them, then it's time to reread the job description and at least look at it. Look at the job description and figure out what matters most on it. If you're applying for an accounting position, maybe it's financial reporting, month-end close, and reconciliations. And if you're in finance, maybe it's forecasting, budgeting, and risk management. Finding the top 3 responsibilities is like picking the snacks at a gas station. There are a lot to choose from, but there are only a few that matter. Step 3, this is where the beef is. Connect your experiences directly to those responsibilities. This is where most people mess up. They either talk about random things or they give a super generic answer like,
I'm a hard worker and a team player.
Or,
I ran a lemonade stand at the age of 3.
those things aren't even relevant to the job. The answers are pointless and derail your progress in the hiring cycle. Instead, for example, if you're applying to an accounting position, you would say something like this. With over 10 years of experience in accounting, I focused on preparing financial statements, handling month-end close, and entering general ledger entries. In my last role at Google, I automated the general ledger process, decreasing the work time by over 50% for my team. So if your answer doesn't relate to the actual job, you might as well be telling them about your weekend brunch plans. Step 4, let's wrap it up and bring everything you just talked about to the table. Finish strong by showing the value of what you bring to the company. Something like, I'm someone who thrives in a fast-paced environment, I can work well in a team or solo and need minimal training. Based on what I've read about your company, my background in financial close, month-end, and general ledger work, I think I will make the perfect fit. Boom, concise, relevant, tailored to the job, and straight to the point. And guess what? You didn't ramble on for 5 minutes about unrelated experiences and your favorite hobbies. And now what you've done is you've set the tone and talking points for the rest of the interview. Remember, if your answer is longer than a Netflix episode, you've gone too far. Keep it tight unless you're auditioning for a documentary about yourself. Now, if you made it this far in the video, here's a pro tip for you. Check out the description down below. I put a mad-lib script for you with the questions you can answer for yourself to fill out, and also you can prepare for your interview this way too, by filling out the blanks.
What an amazing answer.
Wow, I finally got the job. Woo!
All right, here's the conclusion, and to recap everything. The answer to tell me about yourself should not be a history lesson or a personal quiz about yourself. Instead, you find the top 3 most important responsibilities of the job because those are the things that actually matter. Frame your experiences around those responsibilities so the hiring managers see you as the perfect fit for the role. End with a strong closing argument that ties everything back to the role. This approach is simple, but powerful, I promise you. And it works because it keeps your answer structured, relevant, and to the point without making the interviewer mentally check out or start checking their emails. Trust me, I've seen it happen where people go into the twilight zone. It's not pretty. And if you're still thinking, but what if I don't have the experiences in one of those key areas? Don't panic. There are ways to structure and spin your transferable skills. Let me know in the comments down below so I can help you, or maybe I'll cover that in a separate video if you'd like me to. So that's the end. You made it this far. Please don't forget to subscribe down below and like this video. And if you'd like to work with me, reach out. My email is down there too, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.